The way I was thinking about this is what we already know, I just put it in about 3-4 bunches so that the flow could be in such a way that each of those actually points to an area where we could work together, but we need exact action points. What should be allowed to grow organically, where a fillip is needed, and which are those areas of collaboration where government or industry needs to come forward and engage further. So we know that starting with the beginning of the offshoring, when Texas Instruments first set up office in Bangalore in 1985, we have now come to this point where we are one amongst the biggest GCC centers in the world. From BPOs to captive centers to global in-house centers to now being called GCCs, that journey is explained in those terminologies itself. The large engines, the GCCs being like a huge engine of revenue, of growth, of employment, that is what attracts our attention, particularly now that it has achieved so much of a scale. And the kind of range of services that GCCs are now engaging with, product development, operations, BPOs, engineering, software, these are all areas in which you all are already working and are growing further in diverse ways. The point that came to my mind was, what is it that we have done? What is it that we have done right that has enabled such a big audience today to come together, which shows the scale of operations already in this sector? And I would feel that we identified a couple, which I'll just go over. Again, nothing that you all don't know. The key drivers of GCCs in India, like Mr. Mishra also said, one of them is the strong infrastructure, both physical and digital, which has been there. And strategic interventions, such as the Digital India and policies which have been taken over the last 10 years for ease of doing business, including streamlined approvals, licensing processes for GCCs, better risk and regulatory environment over the years, initiatives like streamlined tax regulations, compliance procedures. All of this together has built up this segment, which has now come to this. Besides this, like again it was said, even now GCCs are focused in particular states. So we need to study what those states did better or did earlier in advance, whether it is Bangalore, whether it is Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Telangana. We know that those states had specific policies, both on the physical infrastructure and digital infrastructure side. They also had certain regulatory policy initiatives which has helped GCCs conglomerate over there and further grow. Whether we need to disturb that or add more is something that we need to deliberate today, perhaps a bit of both. Similarly, I think the innovation and startup ecosystem and all the fillip that has been given to it over the last couple of years is a very key factor which has led us to this point and which also informs us about where more work needs to be done.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.